Blessed love and peace. Addenda to the referenda that we done senda in the momenta hacienda. Additional joint to add. I ain't gonna try to make this too tough, too much. Is it tough enough? Do 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 do. Is it tough? Wait, is that it? How'd that go? Whatever. We ain't trying to do all that. All right. Additional things to share. 3 things. Tres cosas. What is it? Wow. I had 2. Now I got 1. Okay, I got back to 2. We back at 2. 2 and 2. There was something else. Well, we'll share 2. We'll see if third gets back. And if there's anything else joins in the way in the process, then we process. We shall process and continue to rock the mic. So, numero 1, first joint. Election, selection, protection, whatever. Script, theater. Roles, casting. One thing about the brethren Donald Trump. I make comments about Biden, his age, and not just his age, but his physicality earlier this year, and just why would his own people want him to take on these stresses, knowing how elderly he is? And that's not a dig, that's facts. And we're supposed to care for elders. The elders aren't supposed to be on the front lines. The president is on the front lines in terms of dealing with the theatrical stresses. Because even though it's theater, it's still stress. Being a Hollywood actor is stress. That's high stress. So 70-year-old, 79-year-old, 80-year-old, and I'm informed as I understand, Trump is the same age. Now, his physicality seems stronger, but still, his own loved ones, you don't want that. His family, his friends, don't do that. His constituents, his followers, the people who celebrate him, if they actually cared about him, it's thanks for your service. Thank you for your service before, and please, enjoy these years of your life. Don't know how many further, and be with your family. Tend to the relationships, relax, play your golf or whatever you want to do. Thank you, elder. And we like to call upon you here and there for guidance and wisdom from your experience. But we'll take this. We'll take the brunt of this now. You've done your work. You've done your job. You deserve to relax. You got your pension. You don't have to work. Relax. The same thing I said about Biden was severe applies to Trump. And people say, "Oh, Trump is healthy." No, that's not. No, don't matter. Somebody got to be on their deathbed to get like a reprieve. Didn't he get his watch like 20 years ago? That's one thing. Now, even with his physical, and again, I don't watch news. I don't whatever. I see highlights here and there. But like from what we understand on our side, 3 assassination attempts just on the campaign alone. Nah. In the ear, the ATL and California. Californication. If not direct attempts, then concerns of plots and intentions and everything else like that. 3 on the campaign trail of a former president who has Social Security. Social Security, secret Social Security services, something like that. Again, that's one for his own well-being. Kinfolk care from like, yo, serious. Thank you for your service. We don't want to put you out in that danger. Serious. I mean, like, kinfolk don't care about him. His own people do not care about him. To put him into that, and that's communicated on his behalf, recognizing how kinfolk just use kinfolk's own selves for their own selfish and greed, not even caring about kinfolk. Well, he wants to do this. No, shut the fuck up. You know better. He's prideful. He knows if he's wanted or whatever, he's got to step up. He doesn't want to disappoint. He's playing that role. The strongest kinfolk are playing that role. So it's for you to be like, yo, no, serious, brethren. So, but anyways, that goes all the way to the apostles. That goes all the way to Moshe Rabbeinu. Kinfolk not caring about the leaders who do everything. And still not enough. So, anyways, am I comparing Trump to Jesus and Moshe Rabbeinu? If the shoe fit, let them wear it. That's everybody. I said it, do. Whoa. So that's that's part of the first story. So we go on now because that's some of it. Now we go on to further what else is there? So that's that. Oh. Now again, I said it before, like the perception of Kamala, a woman winning. Just recognizing that democracy is a woman's game. There is no male leader. Masculinity is subdued. And so it naturally caters to the thing of women. It's unnecessary for a woman to be president in order for there to be that women's empowerment intrinsically. The wolf packs. And the thing about it is that when a woman does arise to that kind of position of authority as a official thing, then the other women don't like that. The other wolf matriarchs. No, sister. And there's a sort of circuitry because, again, I said before, I'm on record. At the end of the day, serious, even before the end of the day, women do not give a fuck about law or rules. And women know that. And women don't trust other women accordingly. Is it like that? Wow, that's a very strong statement to speak not definitively, absolutely about an entire category. Then that negates all the different righteous laws that I talk about. Nah. Why? Because other laws that I talk about incorporate the intrinsic authority of masculine and feminine, whereas the current democratic process or theater of democracy touts this one leader for a temporary period. So the theater is one of comparative temporary absolutism. And so in terms of imagination and being able to tolerate certain things, short circuits here seems like. Anyways, I'm going to get off that because there's something else that I have difficulty recalling to share specifically. So rather than just dig a further hole for myself in that respect, go to the next joint. And the next joint, interestingly enough, is about how I may, if I make it through the completion of this next year, Elohim willing, Bezrat Hashem inshallah, then I may have to receive the Nobel Prize. Is it humor? Is it serious? Yes. Why? Because, and you can keep in mind, I'm saying that I may have to accept it. Like I may have to actually say thank you. I accept. We accept. On behalf of Asana Ashram, Sangha Yosef Rastafari, and kinfolk. Why would we accept? For the sake of humanity. Delusions of grandeur. Delusions of non-grandeur. How about that? Pick your choice. Choose your pick. But that's facts, actually. That I'm being serious. As well as humorous. But particularly what we're working on at the moment is actually formidable. What we've been working on in a number of ways is low-key formidable. If anybody does. And again, that's like the Nobel Prize. Well, I'm not gonna downplay that because I don't want that sound bites to play back later. Oh, da 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 da. Whatever I've said before, and whatever I say. However, at the moment, there's other priority. Why would it be conferred? I just said we're doing formidable things. Somewhat unprecedented, rather relevant and helpful to reconciliation on this earth, and all thanks and praise to the Most High. So those are two things we share. The third thing is floating about someplace. It's floating about. It's not floating about, but it's floating about. It's non-disputed, but it is about. That being said, it's not scheduled for 12 rounds. It's unscheduled. And in the meanwhile, we give all thanks and praise to the Most High, Elohim. Blessed love and peace of Rastafari.